Hello and welcome to Updog Sports Talk. We have a special edition going over the Mountain West previews today. At Updog Sports Talk, we deliver honest, fan-focused coverage that spotlights the teams, athletes, and communities that are often overlooked by mainstream sports media because your team has a story worth telling. So we are going to be going over the Mountain West today. We're going to be going team by team. With each team, we'll be going over what we're most excited about with that team, what the biggest concern is with that team, what will keep their fans up at night this offseason as we head into the season, and then also what success looks like. It'll be a lot of fun. This won't be super in depth. I know for us, like a more in-depth preview, you can head over to our Substack at Updog Sports Talk over there. We have more deeper previews of each of these teams. But that being said, that's enough talking from me. We are joined by a special guest, Omar, the Burger Popper, the Cornacchia Bowls. He's a writer for Redshirt Sports. He's a writer for As for Football. He does a lot of other things. Welcome, Omar.
Thank you, Justin. I appreciate it. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, whether it's football or even just like talking, just life in general. I'm just glad to be here in the preseason. I'm glad we're able to do this now because I'm away for work. Don't have family obligations like in person at least. I still talk to my family while I'm away at work, but I'm just enjoying just soaking in and cramming for the start of the season, which is less than a month from now.
Yeah, we are almost there. When it comes to FCS, week 0 is less than a month away. That will start in August 27th. So very exciting stuff. Now, this is one team that everyone has been very much looking forward to. North Dakota State has finally made the jump to FBS. What excites you the most about this team in their first FBS season?
I feel like this might be your answer too. The run game. Oh man, I wish I had better handwriting. They have a Holy Cross transfer running back. I think it's Neoti Payton from Holy Cross. Of course, I like my Holy Cross transfers just being someone that lived in Worcester for 10 years. Love my Holy Cross guys. Honestly, like how this run game will operate because Wyoming is pretty much built off the North Dakota State blueprint with Craig Bowl and now Jay Sobel running the program. And we've seen Wyoming give teams fits, like especially in 2023 when they almost like flirted with going to the AP poll and they beat Texas Tech. So I'm just excited about North Dakota State just roughing everyone up and lining them up, going back again, running the ball straight up. And like I said, there's a new running back this year, but I have no doubt that wish I had better handwriting. Neoti Payton had better or had will have a good year in this scheme. But I'm just excited for just how physical this scheme is and how it'll match up in the Mountain West. I think it matches up very well.
Yeah, I'm very excited because we've seen really successful FCS programs make the jump. Georgia Southern made the jump. Appalachian State made the jump. James Madison made the jump and succeeded immediately. But none of them have come in with such great credentials as North Dakota State. I mean, they have the most championships in FCS history. So they are not going to be intimidated by this move. They are going to come up here and expect to win every single game. So I'm very excited about that. I think this team will be very strong in the trenches. You mentioned the run game. I was excited about that as well. So I'll also say that I think the defense is going to be really good up front as well. So I think that's going to be also really exciting to see. Now, what is your biggest concern for the Bison in 2026?
So it seems like with the Bison that it's like a high and a maybe not so much low, but kind of medium, like a kind of lull when it comes to the quarterback position. That's not to disrespect any of the guys playing the quarterback position for North Dakota State. But I mean, you have like Trey Lance, right? And then I mean, shoot, I can't even say that Cam Miller was as much of a low for all that he was. But I guess I'll say that Nathan Hayes is a really tough act to follow at the quarterback position, following Cole Payton, who was the only FCS quarterback drafted, I believe, and one of the few non-power four quarterbacks, if not the only non-power four quarterback drafted at all in the draft. So the quarterback position concerns me a bit, only because we haven't seen Nathan Hayes like do as much. The North Dakota State system, it's it's for lack of a better term, it's like a service academy system where it's like, especially the quarterback position, where it seems like these guys, excuse me, just sit behind, they watch, they learn, they get mentored, and they step in and they're game ready. But I think quarterback position is a bit worrisome, honestly. But I'd say like I'm not like super concerned about it. I think Nathan Hayes is gonna rock it, to be honest with you, but he's just unproven, so there is that unknown.
Yeah, exactly. Like the having an unproven quarterback is a scary proposition. But I think for me, maybe the biggest concern, and this will not be a concern for all of their games, but when it comes to the tougher teams on their schedule, the secondary in particular, adjusting to going against those top athletes will be a huge test for the Bison. Like, they're going to be able to hold up against most of the teams on their schedule this year. But when you go up, win this conference, you're going to have to beat the UNLVs, the Hawaiis of the world. So how does their defense hold up against those receivers is going to be a huge test for this team. We've seen that happen in recent years when North Dakota State, their last two FBS games, we saw them kind of had some issues back there with that. So that will be their biggest adjustment moving up.
That's a good point. I didn't think of that honestly because I figured that I'm not a scout by any stretch, but I kind of figured that the Missouri Valley Conference athletes, especially like your South Dakota State, your I guess Illinois State this past year, your South Dakotas, North Dakotas, I figured the athletes are pretty good. But then again, like you look at recruiting rankings and the makeup of those rosters, those are homegrown rosters, especially in the Dakotas, when you're facing off against I mean, like you mentioned earlier, like Power Four, last chance guys, and I don't mean that derogatory, but just guys that were recruited at Power Fours outside of high school, and like this is like their last chance to start on a team to actually play football instead of being buried on a depth chart. So the talent's there. That's very interesting, honestly. Because I typically don't look at things from like a talent and like scouting perspective, but I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued now.
Yeah, and normally this is the secondary. They usually they know what they're doing back there for sure. But that's definitely the speed that they'll be going up against is a new level, at least when it comes to what speed you're going to be going up against. The third and fourth receiver is going to be different. I think when you play South Dakota State, like usually they're always going to have at least one stud receiver, one stud tight end. But now you got to go up against a whole plethora of guys, and then the running backs as well. So that'll be very interesting. So first FBS season, what does success look like for the Bison?
So I'm gonna be bold here just because of what this fan base is used to. I think success for the Bison is making the Mountain West Championship game, if not winning the conference. I think this is a team that can compete easily, like immediately. We know they can compete immediately, but I don't think it's a stretch to say that this team can win the league, honestly, just with how well they've competed and continue to compete with Power Four teams, the fact that no one wants to schedule North Dakota State, the fact that they almost win these games. And you as a Colorado fan, Justin, like remember the best Colorado team since 2016 it went down to the wire against North Dakota State and like looking back, it made sense because Colorado was not that good in 2023, but like in 2024, like when that happened, you're just like, wow, like this, like in retrospect, it's like, wow, man, North Dakota State like still has their fastball, which obviously they do. So I think this fan base is gonna expect like results immediately, and I don't blame them. Like I think the only teams in this conference that if they were to line them up and play right now that are ifs I would say the only if right now is UNLV, to be honest with you. Like I think New Mexico is a one score game right now if they play. I think Hawaii too is a one score game as well, just because Hawaii had a little bit of consistency issues. But like, yeah, like I think it like anything but the Mountain West Conference title is a wash for this fan base.
Very interesting. I wasn't going to go quite that high I was going to say that I think James Madison's debut season was 8 wins. So, I mean, I was getting up pretty close to that. I was going to say probably want to do better than that just for pride's sake. So 9 wins is what I was eyeing for the Bison.